Probably looking at about, I don't know, 60 plus antelope in this valley. Crushable IPA. Well, I'm ready to crush this thing. Yum. The sunset is nuts. I'm gonna make me a bison burger. Like a kind of long burger, little sub sandwich burger type of thing going on. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm gonna scarf this down. Oh man. Well guys, I'm walking toward camp and there's a huge herd of antelope down there. And there's several more right there. I'm probably looking at about, I don't know, 60 plus antelope in this valley. Jason with Haggard Wilderness in my favorite place in the world, the mountain plains of Wyoming, with one of my favorite people in the world, Jury the dog, going to do one of my favorite things in the world, camping. I'm backpacking in to my usual spot, doing a solo overnighter, mid-November, and man, it is a beautiful day. It's bittersweet because I love the winter and I want snow, and it's very dry and not wintry. Heck, it doesn't even feel like fall right now. The temperature right now is probably high 50s. It will get down into the 20-degree area tonight. Packing a gallon of water because where I'm going there is no water. I will get back with you here in about a half mile when I get into the junipers. But now I'm in the junipers. And this is just my favorite place. Whew. Well, as I get closer and closer to my usual camp spot, this is where I actually just shot a video a few weeks ago. Me and Jury doing the short rib cook-off. This is a actually very nice flat spot that I could put my tent. I would clear away some of this debris off of the trees and then off of the ground, obviously. Good girl. Good girl. I brought you 2 bottles, girl, so no spilling it. This lower pocket to get out, and I'm going to try to do it without everything else coming out. So there's a sleeping bag. Just need the tent, and then close it. Okay. So I did bring 3 beers with me and a little bit of wine. It is a luxury trip after all. This is the DDH Double Dry Hopped Imperial Pale Ale. Look at that can. Always Odell Brewing cans are freaking incredible. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy this. It's no secret that we love hops. DDH Double Dried Hopped is our latest limited release that celebrates 2 of our all-time favorites, Chinook and Galaxy. This massively dry hopped Imperial IPA was brewed to deliver booming hop flavors of sweet apricot, peach pie, and tropical fruits. Let's try this out. Woo! Aha! It's double, and it's dry, and it's delicious. Another great one, Odell. Cheers. Alright, I decided really quick. This branch right here and this one above it, they're dead. And they're in the way. They can be used for firewood. So I'm actually really quickly just going to take my saw to those before I set up the tent. It'll get them out of my way. But anyway, yeah, like I was saying, solo trips, I talk a lot, just as a person. If you've ever hung out with me in a social situation, you hear me talking a lot. And on these solo trips, you know, I'm used to it being so quiet before I've filmed. And I like that, and there's times for quiet. But I like talking to the camera too, so I hope that you guys enjoy these kinds of videos. I know when I go on a solo trip, it's like not as eventful, but I usually make the videos a lot longer. But it's kind of something where it's like I like to catch up with people that are watching regularly and talk a little bit more. I like videos like that. People that I watch on YouTube that there's a lot of dialogue and they talk to the camera a lot. I like those kinds of videos, so I like to shoot and make those kinds of videos too. And I hope you guys like them. But yeah, anyway. I love just walking out a little ways from camp, like 10 steps from camp, and just look at the view, look out at the view. It's freaking gorgeous. Jerry's so pretty. Okay, so there's just what I cut from that tree just to get these limbs trimmed away from the tent. And if you can see, there's way more of each of those limbs. Now this is a living juniper, but there's dead limbs on junipers. And you can tell by the way that they don't have any green left on the ends of them. I've checked. This will not harm the juniper, cutting a dead limb away. So it's something that I do to get firewood. You know, guys, it's one of those things, it's kind of bittersweet, the warm weather, but I hate it when it's dry. scrape, I want to scrape up. I'm going to scrape away some dirt, some soil, and then if I can use these big flat rocks and kind of push them to where they'll rest and get them to where they stand up by themselves. So I think that's a pretty decent start to a pit. I feel good about having a fire in there, which I should probably get rolling on. I can always get a fire going, start cooking my appetizer, and then do some more wood collection. My poor Silky is so bent, I just jacked it up. Feel bad, kind of abused it a little bit. It's hard to see, but I bent the end of it, and it makes it hard. Like, I'm really only using the bottom 2/3 of the blade to cut. Because of that, it's kind of a bummer. I know Silkies are good saws. I think I just was going a little too crazy with it. It's not cutting as good as it should. I should be able to use the whole length of the blade. I think it's time to get just a little burner going. The cotton's not way Vaseline, but I don't think it's going to take a lot for these little twigs to get going here. Those will burn for a little while. What I'm gonna cook isn't gonna take a whole long time to cook. I don't need a lot of coals to slow cook it or anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the grill out, and I'm gonna set it up so I can get it to get all of the gnar burned off of it. Tell you what, this dog, she's getting old, but as soon as there's a stick involved, she turns into a puppy. Okay, yeah, that's what I want. Get that grill burned off. I can smell the fat from other steaks and stuff burning off, and it's making me excited for food. A gallop. So for the first course, I have this hickory smoked tenderloin filet mignon wrapped in bacon. It's gonna be messy when I open it, but I think it's ready to go on the grill. The flames are just perfect, licking the grill. There's a lot of heat coming from under there. Oh yeah, and it's juicy already. Oh, the sizzle. Just gonna do a quick check on this bottom side of this thing. See if I can get it to where you guys can see it. Ooh, it's stuck on there. No, it's not. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's looking good. I don't need to flip it yet. The other thing is, I don't want to work with it too much because it'll fall apart a little bit. This one. Good Behavior Crushable IPA. Again, awesome looking can from Odell. We set out to create an IPA that's both sessionable and bursting with hop flavor. Good Behavior is built like an IPA with bright hop flavors of tropical fruit and juicy peach, yet balanced with a light body, slight haze, and a crisp finish that's truly crushable. Well, I'm ready to crush this thing. So I'm going to flip this because I don't want to burn it on one side. Oh, look at that. That's incredible. Dirty side, cooked side. Look at that. Yum. Just gonna slice this edge piece off, bacon and all. Oh yeah. Oh, it smells so good. Look at the juices running out. Oh man. This is gonna be epic. Wow. That is next level. Get some bacon in there. No silverware needed. Oh, that's cool. I got all of the raw meat juice on my leg there. No big deal. Come here, Jerry. Good girl. There you go. It's yours. Good girl. There is something about a solo trip that I need every once in a while. Love everybody I go camping with, my family, my friends, but solo trip sometimes it's just, it's a different setting, you know. Sun's starting to go down on the horizon. If you can see it, it's right there behind that tree. They say sunset is at 5:15, but I think it's probably a little earlier up here in the mountains just because I'm kind of on top of a mountain that goes behind. Beautiful view though out here. I don't know what that was. That was more than a gun. That was like an explosion. That's crazy. So I just noticed the sunset, and I know the camera will not do it justice, but this sunset is crazy. The colors of these clouds. I mean, this sunset is nuts. Look at those clouds right there. Wow. Alright guys, it's full dark now, or pretty much dark. I'm gonna stoke this fire up. put my gloves on, get some good firewood going, and then think about cooking here in the next half hour or so. Should be pretty good. Beautiful sunset, man. That was incredible. Very cool. Yeah, and see the photos I take are really good. They pull all the light in. But the video that I'm taking, which I'm sure you can see right now, it's not really putting a lot of light on me. Really enjoying myself, guys. This is 5:40 p.m. Pretty much dark. And the fire's crackle-lacking a little bit. There's some embers spitting out that I'm keeping my eye on. But I figure in the next 20, 30 minutes I'll start cooking the main course. Deschutes fresh squeezed IPA. I'm familiar with this one and I've had it before. Impossibly juicy, undeniably refreshing. Freshly squeezed, no fruit was harmed in the making of this beer. 6.4%. And Deschutes is out of Bend, Oregon. Very good brewery. This is a freshly baked ciabatta bread. Probably squished by now, but that's okay. Gruyere cheese, which I think is some kind of fancy French Swiss cheese. Sounded fancy, so I bought it. Already sliced. But this is the ticket. This is what I'm stoked about. So this is natural ground Bison burger. 85.15. And this is 12 ounces. This is a lot of meat. It was the smallest amount I could buy. But I'm going to make me a Bison burger and see how that goes. I'm not sure how it's going to go. But I figured it was something different and something cool. So let's try it out. I kind of pictured with the grill that I'm using, it's got like the big slots in it. It's probably not the best to try to grill a burger straight on. So I did bring some tin foil to put down on the grill. And I have this seasoning. This is the best seasoning in the world, Spade Ale seasoning. You can get it at your local market, or at least my local market. Best seasoning. But basically I want to open this up. Nice. And get like a big fat chunk of this out onto the cutting board without it being too nasty. So I sanitized my hands just a little bit ago. And then I'll do it again after I take out. I know I'm going to be working with the meat right here, so. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm just going to pour a bunch of this seasoning. Let me flatten this out real quick. It's huge. Dang it. I'm in over my head here, people. But I want to get a bunch of the seasoning on the meat and just kind of mix it around and get the seasoning in there as long as the flavors are good. And then I'm looking to make it the size of my ciabatta loaf, you know, like a long burger, little sub sandwich burger type of thing going on. But there, I got my bun. So that's ready to go. Okay, so here's the grill. And I think what I'll do is I'll just put the tin foil on it and wrap it around just like that. That way it's like a little platform for frying this burger on. tinfoil on the grill. The grill won't fit all the way in here, but it'll do enough. Get it nice and hot. And lay it on. See what happens. There's my buffalo burger patty. On top of the fire. See what happens. Let the fat fall off, that's fine. I don't know. I think it's working. This thing's been sizzling up. I think it's time to flip it. So I'm going to try to flip it without breaking it into pieces. I should have 2 gloves on, but I have 1 glove on. Let me get my other glove. Where are you? Where's my other glove? It's been cooking good. It's, you know, like you want your burgers to be cooking on your... I think I'm going to do it this way and then flip it. Oh yeah, look at that. That's just great. I'm going to put the cheese on. And melt the cheese. That's toasted. It's nice and toasty. So I'm thinking the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to transfer the tin foil to the cutting board. Just like that. And then I'm going to put the half of the roll over the burger. Flip it up. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh. I know the cheese isn't melted, but man, that's gonna be so freaking good. I'm gonna scarf this down. Oh. It's got the spade ale seasoning in there, the Gruyere cheese, the toasted bun is like crucial. Fresh baked at the bakery bun. Telling you guys, it doesn't need any ketchup or any kind of sauce if it's this good. Pure organic buffalo. I'm gonna do this again. I'm doing this again in the backcountry for sure. Come here, Jerry. Come here. Here, it's yours. Good girl. Chew it good. Good girl. It's yours. Chew it. Good girl. Good chewer. We've just been chilling by the fire. I've been trying to keep it lively and going. Yeah, it's a good night. So it looks like the big moon is coming up. So I'm gonna hang out for another hour at least, just to see what the moon does. I think when that moon comes up, it's going to light up and get a little brighter out here. So it might give us a little bit of like a second wind, and we can hang out to the moonlight. Jury's finally relaxing by the fire, getting warm. It's not that cold. It's probably 36, 37 degrees. That's just my guess. Not really sure, but it's been a really good night. Super stoked on the solo trip. Let's bring you inside. Bring you inside the tent. There you go. Good girl. There you go. Is that warm? Is that warm and cozy? Oh, that's warm and cozy. Hold on. Alright, guys. Jury's ready to go night-night. I'm ready to go night-night. It's been a good night. So, see you in the morning. Peace out, Haggard. Hi, Jerry. So pretty. Oh, what's up, guys? It's 6 in the morning. Been up since 4:30. Tossing and turning since 4, really, but tons of coyote action outside. Had a coyote howling probably maybe 50 yards from the tent. And then there's a group of them down in the valley. They've been talking back and forth to each other, but I got a dead battery. I gotta get out and pee, and then I gotta get some batteries out of the backpack, and then I'm gonna come back in the tent and make coffee. So stick with me. There we go. Oh man, that's gonna be so good. Where's my spoon? Oh man, I wish Jerry would enjoy this as much as I do. Make her a cup. All right. Start putting stuff away. Stove cooled off super quick. Good girl. Well, guys, it's been incredible. Awesome trip. Favorite part, the coyotes. Tie between the coyotes and the buffalo burger. I appreciate you guys joining me. Please subscribe, like, share, hit that bell so when I do drop a video, it'll let you know, and then you can decide to watch it or not. But I appreciate the support. Thank you everybody who comments and lets me know that they're watching. Thank you for watching. Until next time, Haggard's out.